what is actually going to happen to you precisely on the 11th of May 2023. It's really going to surprise you. It's really going to blow you away. And most importantly, it's going to open your eyes. What is actually going to happen by the end of the 11th, by the end of that day, is something really, really big here. You know why? Because what are you going to see and what are you going to come across is something that you are most importantly not going to be able to stop thinking about. Why? Because you are going to understand this potential, this absolutely mind-blowing potential, something that you really will understand at that moment in time you need to bring into your life, because you will know you are going to be so much more happier. This in itself means that it's not about, on the 11th of May, it's not about this unusual and weird situation that you're actually going to come across, but it's about the actual outcome. The bottom line is, through that weird and unusual and bizarre situation, you're actually going to understand something so specific about yourself, about your life, and you are going to understand bigger picture. This is all going to lead towards you clearly understanding this potential. It's like, oh my God, this potential. And that in itself, it's also going to be the strong part of the clear direction being provided to you then and there. So by the 11th of May 2023, you are going to have a very, very strong sense of this powerful new direction, slowly but surely entering your life, entering your spiritual journey. This in itself means that you're going to feel very, very strong, that you're going to feel so strong, and you're going to feel so powerful, and you're going to feel so adamant to manifest this particular thing that was on your mind, this particular goal that was on your mind for such a long time. This in itself is going to be so wise for you to do, because on one hand, this in itself is going to make the whole quality of your life so much better. So there is a reason, there is a very special and rather sacred reason why you came across that situation on the 11th of May in the first place. And this is all going to be leading towards you, just understanding that now it's time to come out of your comfort zone. And this is also going to lead towards you understanding that you need to kind of tap into certain dimensions where you feel like you haven't got the necessary experience perhaps. But what you need to do now is just follow the call of your soul, follow your spirit, follow your soul, and you're going to be absolutely fine. All this is not only going to lead towards you doing something really, really wise, my gorgeous Scorpioni, but at the same time, it's going to lead towards you basically, making sure that your finances are also going to be quite solid, because this is going to be really good and really important when it comes to your finances. And that in itself, you need to understand. You just need to kind of also remember that at around that time there is going to be very interesting sign which you are going to have, and that particular sign, it's going to be making you aware of the fact that this is all going to be fine. It's going to be making you aware of the fact that you are on the right path and you're doing the right thing. And also, what else you're going to become aware of as soon as you become aware of that particular sign, you are going to become aware of the fact how much you want to mix and blend, things that you've kind of have been doing for a while, and how much you want to mix and blend like old things and new things and things that you've learned about yourself, things that you kind of came across in the last 2 or 3 years. It's about mixing and blending, my gorgeous Scorpioni, and at the same time creating something new. And your number, when it comes to numerology, it's number 37. This is a very, very powerful number, my gorgeous Scorpione, but it also means that you are really gonna have a slight change of direction by the end of this month. This slight change of direction, it's not gonna be something massive, it's not gonna be something huge, but what's really important here is that the reason why there is going to be a slight change of direction, it's only because you are breaking free from something really bad and something really negative, something that was affecting your life more than you could have possibly imagined. But it's actually to do with you dealing and having a really bad and negative and unhealthy attachment in your life. This negative unhealthy attachment in your life is slowly but surely going to come to an end before the end of this month, and this is why you are most certainly going to see things crystal clear. This number also means, my gorgeous Scorpione, that there is going to be such a powerful connection with the mind, body and spirit throughout this month, and you have to listen to the messages that your body is going to be trying to tell you. Pay attention to these messages because they will be very, very powerful. They will be kind of rather different as well, and these messages are going to come from the different parts of your body, which are going to be making you aware of the fact that you need to give more attention to the certain parts of your body. And I spoke to you about it before. For example, if you are having a really bad stomach pain throughout this month, then that means obviously that you need to pay attention to your diet. If you have, for example, I have lots of headaches throughout this month, then that means that you need to kind of drink more water. For example, if you're feeling extremely tired throughout this month, well, that means there could be something underlying, happening and going on within you, but that you need to kind of check out. But at the same time, if you are feeling really tired, maybe you just need to do something completely opposite. Like when I say something completely opposite, maybe you need to train a little bit more. Like maybe you need to do some workouts, maybe you need to run a little bit, maybe you need to do the certain exercises. This is what I meant. Just remember, my gorgeous Scorpione, that the movement creates the energy, and this number in numerology also means that precisely at around the 21st of May, one person who means to you so much, one specific person in your life who means to you so much, who means the world to you, it's really going to surprise you. And the surprise that you are going to have, it's more going to be in like form of couple of things, really, almost as if that person is going to kind of like really tell you something which is really going to blow you away, and that in itself means that you will hear about them something that it's really going to surprise you. I can't believe they've done this. But then when you think about it a bit more, a bit longer, you are gonna kind of realize why this person who you really know and you really understand has done something completely out of character. And then this is going to kind of really get you thinking. But when you go into that thinking mode, you're clearly going to understand what this person has done and why this person has done this. And this is really going to give you a really, really interesting realization. And that realization is going to in turn into like just a couple of days after that moment in time, almost as if you are going to kind of you're going to become aware of the relevant adjustment that you need to make to your life that you didn't even think about, that you weren't even aware of. So this is why this is so important. And what this relevant adjustment is actually going to do, this relevant adjustment is more about you making the quality of your life so much better by avoiding something and by not doing something anymore. So this is when things are going to become very interesting for you, because you're going to realize that something that you thought that you need so much, you don't need at all. and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. This is a sign that you're evolving, you're growing, and not only you're seeing things from a completely different angle, but you're also going to have a very, very kind of powerful idea here as well. And also, on another note, my gorgeous Scorpioni, when it comes to the actual nutrition and things like that, I highly recommend you to take something to support your immune system. Of course, this is very, very much so important to keep on taking nowadays. Something like natural vitamin D3, which is going to boost your immune system, alongside zinc picolinate, like so important, like there is no tomorrow. And the third thing that I highly recommend you, as usual, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's going to be the actual organic chlorella, which is rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids, in protein, and it also has got the ability to get rid of the very dangerous toxins and metals that are within the body. And another thing I was going to say, of course, I have my own vitamins that I highly recommend you, and they are at the moment, bum bum bum, on a half price sale. My vitamins are on a half price sale, my gorgeous Scorpioni. Make the most of it. So this is the natural vitamin D3. I highly recommend you. This is zinc picolinate. I highly recommend you. And this is organic chlorella. Okay, I highly recommend you that too. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And you can buy these vitamins. Just see the bottom of this video. See where is the name. At the bottom of this video, you can click on the name, and then it's going to expand, and then you will see right at the bottom of the actual description, you will be able to see the vitamins. And just remember that they're on a half price sale. And you can also go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and you can buy them that way as well. When it comes to the beginning of the actual May, and when it comes to the first day that you need to pay attention to, my gorgeous Scorpioni, it's going to be the 1st of May. The very 1st of May, you are going to become aware of this, some kind of invitation or some kind of opportunity, you know, or it's an opportunity, but it's to do with an opportunity that you're going to become aware of. Very interesting, rather interesting opportunity. But then again, that particular opportunity has a lot to do with some kind of invitation as well at the same time. So this is where you're going to find out about this opportunity, that it's almost instantly going to make you feel very, very creative. You're going to feel very creative when you're thinking about it. Like, there are going to be so many ideas. You're going to be like boom, 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 like all over the place in your head, you know, like so many ideas you're going to have. But then at the same time, it's like you will know that you're not going to be able to take this on unless you understand that this is in itself a really, really big responsibility indeed. And more precisely, let me tell you this more precisely. So on the 1st of May, you're going to become aware of this opportunity, but by the time you get to the actual 26th of May, on the 26th of May, there is a connection with that, because on the 26th of May, you're actually going to have a bit of, like, I'm sorry, but it's going to be a bit of a tower, on the 26th of May, it's going to be a bit of a tower. This situation, it's really going to surprise you, but I'm sorry, it is for the better. Something is going to happen on the 26th of May, and you're not going to like it. You're going to be thrown out of balance. You're going to be like, oh my God, like scared a little bit. But that situation, my God, that situation needs to happen. That situation, it needs to happen in order for you to be happy again. So it's to do with the part of your life that, like, kind of made you feel too worried anyway, and it made you feel negative way too often. You know, something that has come to an end, and something that was making you more worried about yourself and about your life than anything else. So on the 26th of May, what you're gonna hear, it's gonna like really throw you out of balance. It's going to surprise you, a little bit of a negative situation, and there is nothing that you are going to be able to do about it whatsoever. You're going to feel like, oh my Lord, you know, my hands are tied at the back like this. Oh my God, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Well, that's right. You can't do anything about it. So there is no point to stress whatsoever. Let me tell you why am I talking about the 26th of May. And now when I started with the 1st of May, there is so much in between. I'm so sorry. I really hope I'm not too confusing. Do you know what I mean? But the reason why I said this is, so I said to you the 1st of May, you will become aware of this opportunity and an invitation at the same time. On the 26th of May, you will have this tower situation, which is going to like scare you a little bit. It's going to blow you away a little bit, but don't stress, because there is nothing, absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Okay, just have a glass of wine. Have a little glass of wine and you'll be fine, baby. No, I'm joking. No, that situation on the 26th of May, just like basically there is no point to stress out about it, because there is nothing that you can do about it. So you just need to understand that this is like something which is going to be imminent. You know, this is going to happen. So still, what is the correlation here? Well, only couple of days, within the next couple of days, the reason why all this is going to happen, the reason why you are going to have this opportunity that you're going to become aware of on the very 1st of May. You're just going to become aware of that opportunity, but a couple of days after the 26th of May, you're going to have this opportunity presented to you, and it's going to be so good. It's gonna be brilliant, and you're gonna love this. You're gonna feel your life like you've never felt before. Okay, there is so much fun and optimism and so much life that this is gonna bring into your life with, you know, with this. So it's basically, so 2 days after the 26th of May, couple of days after the 26th of May, because you had that tower situation. If you didn't have that tower situation, you would never have this opportunity 2 days later. So you see what a massive mama is this, what a giant mama is this. So if you didn't have this tower situation, you would not have this mind-blowing opportunity 2 days later. So don't worry about it. Just remember that little glass of wine, yeah? Make it a celebratory one. Do you know what I mean? So this is why, this is the correlation that I'm talking about, you see. So here we go. By the time you get to the actual 3rd of May, now the 3rd of May is going to be quite interesting day, my gorgeous Scorpioni, because here you're going to find yourself being able to do something that you have found it so difficult to do. And it's to do with you starting something, some kind of new project, something that was on your mind for a while and something that you had a difficulty with. So now, you know, on the 3rd of May, there is going to be this message and the news that you are going to have about something completely different. And this news and message that you're going to have about something completely different, it's really going to make you feel so good. It's going to make you feel so happy, because the message that you're going to have on the 3rd of May, this is more to do with your life. This is more to do with your emotions. This is more to do with people in your life, or maybe even with animals in your life. Someone who you have been worrying about so persistently, like, oh my God, you were so worried about this specific person in your life, like there is no tomorrow, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And this can be a person, or it can be an animal, like a pet of yours. There was something that you've been worrying about someone, and maybe you didn't even realize how much this was actually affecting you. And especially within the last few days, you were like, oh my God, walking on needles, basically. So the good news about someone on the 3rd of May, it's really, it's going to put you in such a good mood. Oh, thank God. And everything is just going to be so much lighter after that moment in time. And this in itself, it's going to trigger this happiness within you. And it's going to make you aware the bigger picture, how important certain people people are in your life, or certain animals are in your life, how important they are. So you are finding difficulties to start something new when it comes to new projects, when it comes to certain things in life. Now this is really going to fade in the background, because by you being so happy when it comes to emotions and internally, this in itself, it's really gonna bring a control over this situation. When it comes to you having a difficulty every single time when you wanted to start something really specific here, this is going to give you so much courage, my gorgeous Scorpione, so much power, so much energy, and therefore you're going to start feeling so determined here, like a big mama, to actually start something new. This confidence that you are going to have, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's your sign that now it's time for action. But at the same time, it's also going to be a time to understand that this is indeed going to bring a huge accomplishment into your life. You know, this is absolutely brilliant, and there is a very interesting idea that you are going to have at the moment, in that moment in time. And this interesting idea that you are going to have, it's more about you learning something, or finding out more about something, studying something. This is going to be on your mind a lot, and through that you will realize certain desires as well. And this in itself, it's only going to highlight these powerful, very powerful and unique abilities of yours. And this is also going to remind you the fact that, you know, there is a reason why we are the way we are. There is a reason why we feel passionate about certain things in life. There is a reason why we are weird sometimes. There is a reason why we are amazing sometimes. There is a reason why we are crazy sometimes. There is a reason for everything, my gorgeous Scorpione, indeed. So now, you know, you are gonna recognize these really powerful abilities about yourself, and this in itself, it's really kind of going to start this process of you already entering the brand new dimension in your life, which is gonna lead towards an ultimate change. I mean, come on, 2 months down in the line, you are really gonna be surprised, you're gonna be so proud of yourself, but you're also gonna be surprised how much your life actually changed. This in itself is going to start this process where you are going to make an absolutely enormous step on your spiritual journey. Like, oh my God, you know. And it's like, you know, this is really important, because it is going to bring so much of a fulfillment into your life. But then at the same time, you're going to find this extremely rewarding. Pay attention to how, especially after the 3rd of May, you are going to start dreaming again. You are going to start doing things like spiritually that you haven't done in absolute ages. Maybe you couldn't be bothered to do or whatever. You are going to have this absolutely great sense of your own spiritual awakening indeed, okay? And what else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Scorpionula, look at this absolute beauty. Okay, and this is called a Nephrid Jade. Look at how beautiful, Nephrid Jade, absolutely beautiful, you know. And this really helps you to keep, you know, body safe from the damaging effects of external sources. But then at the same time, you know, it's fantastic when it comes to like us feeling stressed and us feeling nervous and us feeling imbalanced. When there are things around us that are making us feel really anxious, it does affect our personal progress in life. And also at the same time, you know, it brings an amazing strength and healing to immune system as well. This is absolutely remarkable, a little pendant to have. You know, when you feel like completely down, when you feel negative, when you feel it's all too much, when you feel like, oh, I'm drowning, you know, when you feel like you don't have the energy. We all feel like this, but sometimes we just can't choose the days when we can do something important or do something big, you know. So this is what I'm trying to say, that this immediately, when you feel completely weird and strange and spaced out and anxious and stressed and all these things, and you do have to get on with life, you know, you just put this on and it immediately balances you out. I really like it, because you can feel the energy while you're holding this in your hand, let alone having this around your neck, for example, for the whole day. It just brings that spark almost immediately within you. And when we have that spark back, you know, we are able to do so much more than we normally are. So this just immediately rejuvenates you, my gorgeous Scorpione, and it's called Nephrid Jade. Absolutely brilliant. And it's also fantastic for career, for success, and to attract, you know, success into your life as well. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpione, this Nephrid Jade comes with a sterling silver chain, and if you would like this to buy this from my website, the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you very much for that. The second important date, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's actually going to be on the 10th of May. On the 10th of May, you know, you're gonna realize on the 10th of May, do you know why this is so important? Because on the 10th of May, you're actually going to realize that you need to work on a specific relationship. It's just going to come to you. You are going to be working on something, you are going to be doing something on the 10th of May, and it's just going to come. You're going to be working on something like, I don't know, let's say you're going to be watering your plants, for example. You're going to be watering your plants, and you're going to be really enjoying yourself. You're going to be really enjoying yourself. So you're going to be working on something, you're going to be doing something, and you're going to be really enjoying yourself. At the same time, you know what is going to come to you? This specific person, this specific relationship, that you need to work on this relationship a bit more. You need to work on this relationship, but you need to work on a specific relationship in your life. There you go. That's the bottom line. And this is really important. This is going to mean to you so much, and it's going to mean to that other person so much as well, because this is really by you working on that relationship. It's not only about that, but once you kind of realize this, and once you start working on this relationship, you are going to become aware of something really interesting through that person as well. Your eyes are going to be open towards something that it's really going to like kind of surprise you, but you need to know this information. You need to kind of know this. You know, this is important when it comes to your natural progression, but also when it comes to making sense of those things that don't make sense, you know. And it's not necessarily to do with your life, but this is going to shed so much light within. Indeed, the next important date is going to be on the 14th of May. My gorgeous Scorpione, on the 14th of May, you know, you are this is really interesting here, because now you're gonna be thinking about two very important options here, and now suddenly, while you're thinking about two really important options, you know, you're gonna realize, oh my god, it's not only two options, there is so much about these options. And why is this going to happen? Because before that, on the 14th of May, you are gonna have this message which is going to surprise you about progress with something in your life. And this progress, you know, it's like how it also happens, you know, through our own spirituality. Once we tap into into like a specific dimension which is ever important for us and our progress, we just have to like kind of work on the certain parts of our lives and that we may find really boring, but this is all about like a gaining the certain experience. While things seems boring, when we are working on certain things that don't rock our boat, you know what I mean, at the same time we are finding out like invaluable things about ourselves and about our lives. And this is what's case with you, for example. So on the 14th of May, you are going to have this message, this news, which is gonna really surprise you, like some kind of progress with something that you did not even think it's gonna be any progress whatsoever whatsoever. And this is why you are going to find yourself like thinking about two options, and now because of that message, you're going to realize variety of options now that are going to become like giant here, variety of options. And now you becoming aware of a few different options on the 14th of May. What you need to understand is while you're thinking about the variety of options, now suddenly this in itself, it's all going to lead towards you having a completely different view, having a completely different angle, having a completely different perspective on all this like a variety of options. And that in itself, it's going to be very, very interesting moment in time, because one of this variety of options is going to be highlighted by the end of the day on the 14th of May. One particular, just remember, I know it sounds confusing. First you're going to think about the variety of options, but slowly but surely you are one specific option is going to be highlighted by the end of that particular day, because there is going to be like a very kind of a beautiful omen, a very powerful and good sign, very powerful omen, my gorgeous Scorpione. And that powerful omen that you're going to have by the end of the 14th of May, it's going to highlight a one particular option out of this variety of option. One particular option, one specific option is going to have so much of a bright prospect, connected to it. So this is why this is going to be so important, because one particular option is going to be highlighted. You will know, because that in itself, when you're thinking about that particular option out of this variety of options, by the end of the day, there is going to be the sign that you are going to have, which is indeed going to highlight that this is something that you will know which option is the right option for you, because it's bringing like amazing prospects into your life in compared to all the rest, all the others. So this is why this is going to be like a really, really important. And that particular option is also going to bring so much hope and so much inspiration and so much optimism. So it's a variety of options to start with, but then by the end of the day, one particular option, it's going to be like a big mama saying, hey darling, I'm here. Just see what I mean? Very important indeed. Another thing I was going to recommend you is just so gorgeous. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Look at this. Orange seam agate. Look at this beauty. I mean, how striking this is, how beautiful this is. Look at this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if this is not beautiful, I don't know what to say, because this immediately, you see what I mean? Look at this. Immediately, well, I'm just holding it like this and it's already making me like more passionate. This makes you really passionate about yourself. It makes you passionate about your life. It helps you to heal yourself. It also promotes emotional stability, courage, and at the same time persistence in the heart, soul, and your essence, my gorgeous Scorpione. And this is also brilliant when it comes to soothing your aura as well. This is something that, it's just basically, it makes you, on one hand, it's like you feel very energetic when you're wearing this, but then on another hand, it really kind of makes you so strong, makes you so courageous. It's like confidence, it's mind-blowing. And this is a big baby when it comes to you needing confidence to do something, a confidence to achieve something, confidence to talk to someone, confidence to do something that you're absolutely petrified of doing. What a mind-blowing, passionate combination this is. On one hand, this is like it's giving you so much energy, but then on another hand, it's giving you this courage and confidence to do what you want to do as well. Oh my god. And also, while you wear this orange seam agate, you're very sharp. You feel really sharp, you feel really quick, and you surprise yourself with the things that you say and with the things that you come out with. It's like, oh my god. This orange seam agate comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that, my god, my gorgeous Scorpione, so thank you. The 25th of May, it's going to be like super interesting here. Why? Because on the 25th of May, do you know what? Bless your heart, you're going to do something so beautiful. You're going to do something so gorgeous. You are I know I don't want to sound horrible, but you are going to feel like sorry for someone, and I know it's like, oh God, sorry for someone, but not in a bad way. You know, you are going to feel like kind of sorry for someone, and I know that you are going to feel so good, and you are going to give something to someone. I can see you. The bottom line is that on the 25th of May, you're really going to surprise yourself with this, not because you're going to feel sorry for someone, but more about the way things are going to unfold from here onwards. Because on the 25th of May, you're going to give something to someone, like a little gift or something like that. And at that moment in time, when you give something to someone, you know, you are really kind of going to become aware of the fact that you are maybe a little bit lonely. And it's more even interesting going to be, why do you feel lonely, and what exactly triggered you to feel lonely. There's nothing wrong with feeling and being lonely, but also at the same time, what is really powerful is to acknowledge this. And once you acknowledge this, you're already moving on from being lonely. So I'm not saying that you're lonely, please don't get me wrong, but then somehow you're going to realize what's kind of missing in your life, and you're going to realize how much you want to bring certain things into your life, but you're also going to realize that maybe you've been lonely way too often kind of lately, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to really give you a confidence to actually, you know, it's going to give you confidence to make a really much so necessary step here. And the necessary step that you are going to feel like you want to make here, it's more about discovering and trying to, you will feel like you want to discover something about yourself. This is all going to lead towards you. In order not to feel lonely, you need to make the necessary step, but in order to make the necessary step, you need to discover something about yourself first. So this is where things are going to start becoming very interesting for you, my gorgeous Scorpione, but because at that moment in time, you really are going to make a very, very interesting decision. And this decision that you are going to make, it's all going to lead towards you really wanting to reconnect with people in your life so much. And there are going to be so many people also that are going to be on your mind from your past, and so many people who you haven't seen in absolute ages, you know, that you will want to reconnect with. Now suddenly this is really going to make you realize the power of the real people in your life, and it's going to highlight the real beautiful, gorgeous, amazing people in your life. And it doesn't matter if you haven't seen them in 20 years, if you haven't seen them in 10 years, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes we do kind of get separated from the people in our lives that we really love, and it really depends on our spiritual journey and their spiritual journey. But there are some very specific people in your life that are actually going to be highlighted here, that you should most importantly and most certainly reconnect with. So now, my gorgeous Scorpione, what am I going to do? I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. Like, oh la la, something very interesting is going to happen to those of you in relationship. It looks like that you both are going to come across something. You're both gonna, first of all, you're gonna do something unusual, something that you normally don't do. Maybe you're gonna go somewhere to the different place to maybe eat. Maybe you will go to the different place to shop. Maybe you will go to the different place to have a mini holidays or whatever. But you're gonna do something really unusual and something different. And this is when things are gonna start unfolding for you, because you're both are going to come across something. You're both gonna see something, my gorgeous Scorpione, that is gonna make you feel so passionate, you and your partner. And what you're gonna see, it's on one hand gonna bring so much passion into your life, baby, but at the same time it's also going to bring so much passion into your life about applying something to your life as well. What you're gonna see and what you're gonna come across, you both as a couple, it's gonna make you feel really, really passionate how much you want your life to be like this. So you're gonna experience the certain life or a certain lifestyle, and you're not gonna be able to stop thinking about it. You're both gonna start becoming passionate about doing something something very specific in order to change your life. This in itself is going to lead towards absolutely dramatic, drastic decision by the end of May, but a good decision, baby, because after that moment in time, every single aspect of your life is going to become so much more interesting. And for those of you that are single and ready to, hello baby, this month, my gorgeous Scorpione, your energy is going to be like, oh my god, you're going to be very, very delicious throughout May. You're going to be very very sensual throughout this May, and there are lots of people who are notice you. There are lots of people who are gonna kind of probably come to you and tell you like, oh, you look good, your energy is amazing, your energy is incredible. Make the most of it, my gorgeous Scorpione, because throughout the month of May you will realize and you will understand how many people noticed you, how many people notice special things about you, how many people notice those things that you want those people to notice about you. Ooh la la, baby, enjoy and make the most of it. Just see where all this is going to take you. I'm just telling you to make the most of it. Like you know, go out and put some nice clothes, baby, like, hello love, how you doing? Do you know what I mean? But what I want to say to you, it's not only about that, it's about someone, it's like about to walk into your life. Someone is about to walk into your life. And even if you don't become aware of who this person is in May, you know, June, it's going to be very strong, and July, it's going to be very powerful when it comes to that person showing themselves. So, but now this is only the beginning. So maybe it depends where you are at your spiritual journey. Maybe that person is going to make themselves known in May. But if that person doesn't make themselves known in May, you will see that in May you will start doing something when it comes to your social life different. You will start doing something new, something different, and this is to do with your social life, and this is going to bring some very interesting people into your life. But then at the same, so if that person doesn't make themselves known in May, because there are going to be so many of them, how you will know which one it is, my gorgeous Scorpione? I'm joking. But if that person doesn't make themselves known in May, then you know it's going to be June or July. But if that person doesn't make themselves known in May, you will know how, you will know where this person is going to make themselves known, because I told you that you're going to start something new, and it's to do with the social life and people in your life. But the bottom line is someone, my gorgeous Scorpione, it's about to enter your life. It's about to really make you feel so emotional. This person, it's going to remind you of what a life can be, what a life should be. This person is going to remind you of what you are missing in life and what your life can be, but you are the only person who can do something about it. My gorgeous Scorpione, someone very special, it's about to enter your spiritual journey, and you are gonna feel, when you meet this person, you're gonna feel like never before, and you're gonna be thinking what an impact this person has made into your life, you know, and you will know, my baby, you're so spiritual, you're so psychic, that this is someone who is about to rock your world indeed. The May is going to be amazing, my gorgeous Scorpione, when it comes to meeting new people, so make the most of it. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpione, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.